Billy,
I'm alive and well.
you're alive and well. Where are you at right now?
Well, I'm coming to you from right outside of the hangar, outside the American Airlines Center,
Uh huh.
opposite of the Lexus garage.
Uh huh.
Seems to be some construction to the left of me, and a lot of bopping and parlaying behind me. A lot of
I
bopping and
know.
parlaying out here.
Okay, so this is live reporting out there, Willie, in front of the AAC, and these are the
Right.
young
Yeah.
ladies that are looking to catch KP and Luca tonight slipping.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm looking. I've noticed a couple of women out here who are very scantily dressed. I'm assuming their role is to find Luca and KP, maybe a Finney Smith sighting or something like that. But yeah, the bops are out. The bops are out.
Okay. Well, man. So I'm inside the arena. I'm in our party spot, the F-150.
Sure.
Yeah, yeah. I'm up here. I'm up here with the Richards while you're down there with the people. See, guys like me. When I'm at the AAC, I look down on guys like you.
Right. Right.
Yeah, yeah. I
Right.
look down on guys like you. I got my friend Miss Margaret here, back here doing some good work, over here in the F-150. Oh,
Everybody's doing a little bit of work.
she's a friend of Ed Tovas Chin on Twitter. Get over there and follow that account. Bye, Miss Margaret. You have a great night. Great, sweet, very sweet lady. You can if you want to, Miss Margaret. Go ahead and close it out for me. See how Miss Margaret does. She asked me, "Do you need this clothes for you?" Because I got that taken care of for you.
Yeah, look at that. See,
Billy,
we must be getting big time.
the most important question here, inside the AAC is, did you get a 3 for 12 tonight?
No, actually, I did worse. I
Okay.
told myself I was not going to do the 3 for 12. For those of you who are not familiar, the 3 for 12 we're
Tell them what the
referring
3 for 12
to
is, Billy.
the three the three dry, and I do mean dry ass chicken tenders mixed and the combination of those cold fries that they put in a bowl for you, and they charge you $12 for it. So you're gonna get yourself three very dry, overcooked chicken tenders along with some cold fries for $12. And if you're into that type of thing, it's a great deal. For me, not so much. So I
Some people get 4 for 4, 5 for 5, but here at the AAC you get 3 for 12.
3 for 12, and the quality is not always the greatest. But hey, if you're here to watch the Mavs, and the Mavs are putting on a performance like what they did tonight, you might be able to just go ahead and get away with it. You can, but fellas, if it's your first time taking a woman on a date, a sports date, take her somewhere to eat first, and just buy her drinks here. Buy her drinks here. She can live with the margarita or whatever here. That's fine. But you probably don't want to try to throw any food at her, man. There will be no play later on. If you offer the 3 for 12, there's nothing there.
D. Kendrick is suggesting that we order that you go head for Canes after the game.
Yeah, that's a smart move. That's a smart move. In fact, once I leave here, I don't know that I'll be going by Canes. I am kind of full. Walt, I did indulge in a burger that was equally not good. Came with those same fries. And then I said, you know what? I'm just going to go ahead, man. I'm going to go ahead and try these nachos. These what were they called? They were some type of brisket nachos or something.
Yeah, the brisket nachos.
Yeah, let me tell you, Walt, you weren't missing anything there either. I'm going to have to write a letter. I'm going to have to write a letter to Mr. Cuban and let him know that we're a multi-million-dollar franchise. We have Luka Doncic here, and the people that come out to support the Mavericks deserve a better option. Yeah, they deserve better.
Yeah, it's kind of like listening to the ticket. You're not missing out on much.
Oh well, shout out to our guy EA. Those are his guys.
And I'm pretty sure you just walked by his building because it's right there in the plaza.
Oh, okay.
That's why I took that shot.
Well, I didn't bother to look in that direction, so I wouldn't know.
Hey, you're not missing much. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
So, Billy, real quick, can you give us an assessment of what you saw tonight here in the arena with the Dallas Mavericks here back in the AAC?
So what I was looking for when I came in, I was like, okay, this should be an electric crowd. I get it. It's the preseason. We're not going to get the best of the best. The fans start filing in a little late. I was here probably about 6 o'clock, 6:15. and I observed the fans coming in, and they slowly made their way in. They made a little noise. But as far as the team, Walt, I came and I wanted to see this up and down style of play that Jason Kidd promised us, and they did not disappoint. Now, again, I'm going to preface everything by saying this is, again, a preseason game.
Right.
However,
we can't give you all the good. We
things
can't give you all the goods in preseason, Billy.
No, and I understand it, and I didn't want to see it. But I tell you what, man, I saw a rotation of guys. And, Walt, I've been very critical. I asked our guy, Kevin Gray, from 105.3 The Fan, I asked him when he came on with us last week or the week before, I said, hey, man, we're supposed to be playing this up-tempo style of basketball, but where are the athletes? Walt, there's some athletes on this team. There's some athletes. There's some guys that can run and jump and defend. I really like this Moses Brown kid. I really like him.
Who's that name again? Who's that name again?
Moses. Moses Brown.
Okay. So
I really like
Brown
him.
Fan.
Well, I think that he's a young guy. He's very athletic. I've seen him run and jump. He can block shots. He can finish at the rim. One of the things when you play on this offense with Luka Doncic and the way that he creates, there are going to be opportunities to roll to the basket and finish. And Moses Brown seems to do that naturally, kind of the same way I see Dwight Powell doing it. Mm-hmm. So it's always good to have multiple guys that can roll to the basket and finish off a Luka lob or a Jalen Brunson lob. And so I liked him. I saw the kid, is it Sterling Brown or something Brown?
Right.
Shame on me for not knowing the name.
Oh my gosh! Listen, a longtime friend just walked in here in the suite, Billy. My good friend Sam, who has been our server for a long time here in the F-150 Club.
Is Billy I know?
No, it's not the Billy. But you know Tovash.
I do.
Yeah, he's not on here tonight, but he's somewhere around here. But yeah, our friend Sam is here. Now I've been told that you're going to be back in here on Friday. Is that my understanding?
I believe Friday is. I'm going to double check with management.
Okay, well we did personally ask for you to be back in here on Friday, so we're going to be looking to have Sam in the F-150 Club here on Saturday, Billy.
I hope to get in there as well. I hope to get in there as well.
Come to the game, Billy.
Yeah, come to the game, Billy. VIP status up here in the F-150 Club. We got Sam here. She's doing great things.
Hey, I'm just out here doing some street reporting, man. I'm in these streets. That's where I belong.
Sam, it's so good to see you.
Are you going to be in here Friday?
Yes, I will be here Friday.
Looking forward to it. Then.
Looking forward to it. Billy, there's a question here on the screen. They're coming in fast. Our guy Frosty Nuggets is back. Shout out to him. Daniel Mendoza. Too much work for one guy. He needs help. He's talking about Luka. Why can't the Mavericks sign good superstars? Frosty Nuggets, let me get that Mavs job. He wants his Mavs polo in a 2XL. Listen, man, I got all the Mavs polos, man. They're coming in hot right now, Billy. The 214 is blazing right now.
Yeah, I wish you guys would have came on out tonight, man. You could have come and hung out with me out here. Again, I'm right here at the corner of All-Star and Victory. Looking.
Come see your boy Billy out there on the corner. If you're out there in the streets, go see you got Billy out there on the corner. He's there.
Yes, and do not bring the police along with you. I look very suspect out here on this corner. We're not moving any weight or doing anything like that. We're out here talking Mavericks. So
okay, we're just talking.
We don't want any problems.
So you say Jason Kidd, he showed you what he promised you as far as moving the ball over there. I did see that we were getting the ball over the line within 3 to 6 seconds, like he promised.
Yeah, I saw that. The Mavericks seem to be getting the ball off of the rim and getting into that front court pretty quickly. I like the way they initiated their offense. Well, I tell you what, one thing I noticed tonight, personnel-wise, we're in great shape with Jalen Brunson and that second team. If they're able to find a steady rotation of guys that can play in that second group and mix in some of the first-teamers and maybe mix in KP from time to time, they're going to be in good shape, man. I do not question Jalen Brunson's ability to run this team. When he comes in there, man, there is no drop-off. I mean, Luka brings the excitement, but in terms of running an offense and making sure we're getting good shots, I can't think of too many times when Jalen Brunson was in the game and we didn't get good looks at the basket. We might have not hit all the shots, but we got good looks. And that's where you go and you fill that in with talent, guys that can score the ball. And, man, they look really sharp. That second team, because keep in mind, Luka and KP only played really the first half.
The first half, that's it.
Yeah.
We're not gonna be doing this we're not gonna be doing this full game stuff with these guys. Daniel Mendoza
Right.
says we got nothing but peewees on the team.
Well, what do you consider peewees? I mean, you talking about guards? Is that what you're saying? You don't think we have any big men?
No,
I mean,
we don't have. We don't. He's basically said we don't have a good roster.
well, I mean, here's the thing. I mean, we saw in the offseason what the Mavericks did. We wanted them to be more aggressive and go out. I mean, there wasn't really a lot to choose from. But, I mean, the Mavericks got guys that they feel like is going to fit their style of play.
Right.
And, you know, to Mr. Mendoza, with all due respect, we're just going to have to wait and allow Coach Kidd to put his team together. This team, we haven't even seen them for a week. You know, we're going to have to let them get into the season and assess and see what we have. And who knows, maybe around the trade deadline, depending on what's going on, might look to be active. But I'm willing to give Jason Kidd some time, or Coach Kidd some time, to put this thing together and see what we have.
He says no good shooters.
Well, no, I'd have to disagree with that. I mean, you know, Mr. Mendoza, again, with all due respect, you know, when Coach Kidd and those guys and Nico were putting this team together, their idea was to go out and get guys who were 3-and-D guys. Now, Josh Green is not a shooter. That guy can't shoot worth a lick. I was looking at him. But what Reggie Bullock? Let's make sure we say it correctly.
Make sure you get that correct. He's made it known that he wants to be called Bullock.
Right, correct. So we want to respect him, and any guy who has a Haitian hairdo like that, we want to make sure we pay respect to him. We do not want any problems. Reggie Bullock is he shot the ball well from 3 last year. That was one of the things that intrigued the Mavericks about him. In addition to him being a dog, Mr. Brown can shoot the ball well from 3. I think Finney Swish. I'm not gonna say he's gonna be a great 3-point shooter.
Well, we didn't see him. We didn't see him tonight.
No, we didn't see him at all. But I just think Dorian, given his role, he knows what he's going to be. He's going to be a spot-up shooter. We're not looking for him to create. I think the Mavericks have a fair amount of shooting. Tim Hardaway Jr. is a shooter. You have 3-point shooting. It's going to be ultimately what the Mavs are going to do with a secondary ball handler that can create and what they're going to do defensively. Scoring will not be a problem for the Mavericks this year. It's going to be about, can we get stops and string stops together. We can't just get one and come down and let them score. We got to be able to, when it's time, will we be able to string together 3 or 4 consecutive stops?
Okay.
That's what it's going to be about. And it's going to take some time to get that together. So let's give Coach Kidd a little bit of time.
Now, I went to see my guy, Gordon over there in Important over there. He was up in section 319. Now, we in 319 now because we can't get to 420 because there is no 420.
Right. So yeah, we're down there 319. Shout out to Gordon.
And if there was a 420, we would have to. There would be none of this.
Right. Exactly.
We wouldn't have to be in 319. But yeah, Billy. So, you know, we did. Step back. Jack was in the building tonight. Want to make sure we get that out there. Make sure we make that known. Step back. Jack was in the building tonight.
Right. Yeah, I saw Luka Doncic, and I think I messaged you guys earlier, and I was saying, man, I'm not really seeing much. But I didn't expect to see much. But ultimately, Luka kind of turned it on. I think, if I remember correctly, he finished with like 19, 20 points. And he had about 5 or 6 rebounds, 5 or 6 assists, doing Luka things. And again, they're not playing at full strength and going hard like that. So I thought it was creative. He's still getting in the lane. I still saw him take a couple of, you know, shots that I didn't like. But again, it's the preseason. I'm not going to harp on him. I just was like, picking up where he left off and taking these ill-advised shots. But Luka will be just fine. I think once they get a chemistry going, that's all it's going to be about, guys. We have to keep in mind over the next month or so. Let's just be honest about it. We're going to have to see what the Mavericks are going to do chemistry-wise, how this thing comes together. And I trust Coach Kidd to do the things that are necessary. I think, you know, we need to keep in mind and always understand Coach Kidd is not just a championship player. He is a championship coach. No, he was not the head coach, but he was on a coaching staff that yielded one of arguably the greatest player of all time in LeBron James. He knows how to deal with personalities and different guys like that, and he has respect. So I think we just need to give it a little time. Let's see where it goes.
What's today's day? Is today the 6th? Oh, somebody
Yeah,
Kendrick had a good question. How did KP look tonight to you? How did Big Stops look?
KP. So KP looked to me, he looked a little slow.
Okay.
He looked a little slow. I think he's going to get back. I can visibly see from where I was. KP is bulked up a little bit. He's not as I'm not gonna say
Frail and
slim.
skinny.
He's still a slim. Right. Yeah, he's bulked up a little bit. You can see it in his arms. You can even see it in his legs. He had one really good. Well, he had a couple of blocks. But he had one where a guy came to the rim and challenged him, tried to dunk over him, and KP sent it back the other way. And not just the fact that he blocked the shot, but the fact that he didn't back down. You know, he contested it. He got in there. He did not look as if he was trying to protect any knee or leg injury. He got up and he blocked the shot. He hit a couple of shots. One thing I did notice about KP, and this is just going to come with time, I thought the Mavericks tried to force feed him in the post a little too much.
Well, he's got that green light, right? That's what he said. He's got the green light. And I did see him on one play. He did use the green light down here underneath the basket right here.
Yeah, he got after it a little bit, man. But I'll just say this. I think KP, he's got to understand when he's got the ball in the post, you have your 7-3. You can shoot over these guys. That's why it's got to be so critical in the mid-range. And you got to be able to pull guys out. We know he can pull guys out and knock down the three. I will say this much, and I tried to explain this to EA, and I tried to explain this at Tovar 10 last year. When it comes to KP, everybody's talking about, oh, you're 7'3", you should be able to do this, that, and the other. Well, when you're that tall, when they're guarding you with someone who's 6'8", 6'9", yes, you can shoot over them. But what they don't understand is they get into your legs. KP is not that type of guy.
Prime example, he had one of them under here in the basket, and what happened? He stepped out from behind KP, and KP failed.
Yeah, because you got to understand.
You can't post him up.
When you're that big, those guys are too nifty down there. The only thing you can do is really shoot over them. KP's not the guy that's going to grab the ball and back them down. In order to back someone down, there has to be somebody for you to fill up against. When these guys are like 6'4", 6'5", and they're into your legs, it's very difficult.
Right.
So I'm hoping that Coach Kidd finds a way to get him the ball more on some like pick and pop type situations like what Dirk did when he was here. And I think KP will be just fine. I don't worry about him, but he looked a little slow. He looked like he was working his way back in. But again, we'll give it a month or so before we can have a fair assessment on Kristaps Porzingis.
Well, this is his first year under Coach Kidd, and Coach Kidd has a lot of plans for KP, as he often says here.
Right, yeah, he's going to get him back to the New York KP, and that's what I'm looking forward to. So only time will tell. We'll have to watch that.
So it says here on Friday that the front running Clippers. Of course, I know a little about front running. You know, I do some of that myself. The front running Clippers are going to be here on Friday, Billy. No Kawhi. Don't expect to see him as usual. It's not that he's low man. Well, he is low managing. He's got a torn ACL, and they've already known he's probably not going to be available this season at all. But we are going to get a look at this guy, PG 13.
Okay, Mr. George.
Yeah. Expecting anything out of that? Are we expecting anything out of the game?
No, not really. Again, I'm not going to do any real assessment of this team until we get further along. I'm not going to get too high or too low. If this team gets off to a slow start, well, it's okay. Mm-hmm. They got to figure out. One thing we know, we do have enough talent to play in this Western Conference. Now, I know I got Daniel. He continues to point out that he wants more talent. And
he wants a trade made.
Yeah, I listen, I'm right there with him. We need to go get some more talent. But right now, I don't think it's the time to worry about it. You got to figure out what you have. You know, you really got to figure out what you have, how it works, and how it can play together in this whole thing. And once you figure that out, then we'll be able to kind of wheel and deal and find out what we can do to add or maybe add by subtraction. You know, whatever we decide we want to do.
Listen, earlier before we started here, I walked up on my guy Chuck Cooperstein. He was fresh again today. My guy
Okay.
stays fresh. Coop stays fresh. Matter of fact, you probably can't see him, but he's right behind me right here doing his thing on 97.1 The Eagle as far as post game goes.
Okay.
So we got my guy Coop. We got Coop in the house, and I think Pease is back over there. We got some good stuff happening here in the AAC, man. It was a good time tonight. We went into the Jack Daniels Club with Anto Vashtian. Saw some lovely ladies there tonight. It was just fun to be back here in the AAC. Of course, like I said, I'm in here in our party suite, the F-150. They know it's big time in here. They show us love. This guy hops on the thing to tell me where am I at? And he has my charger cord. I'm in where we party at, son. The F-150. I don't think they're gonna let you up here.
Well, and you know what?
There goes our guy. There goes our guy.
John Brown. What's up, man?
John.
Yeah, there he is. Well, one thing for Mavs fans to know too, when you come out here just to catch the game, know that the people here at the AAC they are on hound dog status. You come in without a mask, they're on your ass. Don't even worry about it. You will not move through this arena on the concourse level without a mask on. You better have it on.
So let's update the people because we found out today that as far as the vaccination status thing is you have to check in before you come into the game, but also you have to now you can in the concourse you can't be eating or drinking, even though I saw people doing it, and you can't have your mask down in the concourse. But when you're at your seat, you can have your mask down. You can do whatever. She said you can party all you want when you're at your seat. Just when you're in the concourse, you just can't have your mask down. That's it.
Yep. And Walt, you brought up a very valid point earlier when we were talking. You were saying that normally when you're in the concourse level, there's not room to walk. You can't even really see the ground. There's so many feet going through there. Today, there was lots of extra space. And again, first preseason game, a lot of people are getting reacclimated to coming out. But, man, it was a great time. And I tell you what, right after the game, right in section 113 where I came out of, the Mavs drumline was there putting on one hell of a performance. They do this after every game, from what I understand, especially after wins.
Can you explain to people why you went after the Mavs Maniacs?
Yes, I can. Because I did receive a couple of tweets from people who were upset that I called out the Mavs Maniacs.
Yeah, how dare you? Big Rob is my guy.
Well, here's the deal. Here's the thing. I don't necessarily have a problem with the Mavs Maniacs. That's not what it is. I just think sometimes, what if we say we need to update that resume, man? We need to do something different. Like, I hear it's the same thing. Here comes the Mavs Maniacs, and you look up over your shoulder, left or right, wherever you are, and it's the same routine that I've noticed for like the past 5-6 years, as long as I've been coming to these Mavericks games consistently. And it's like, no, what are we going to do? I noticed that the first performance of the night, we had what do you call them? The Mavs dance team.
Those are the Mavs dancers. Those are new.
Right. And I enjoyed them as a combination of guys and women.
Oh, man, look at that.
And they looked good, man.
Billy always hating. How's he a fan of DFW Sports? Just constant hating. And they call him resident player.
You go to the Mavericks games. You're sick of the same nonsense I am. Let's call it for what it is. You know it's weak. It's just time to call it for what it is. How can we evoke change if we just sit there and continue to let them think that we're happy with it? If nobody says anything, we're going to always assume it's all good. But
okay,
it's not
Obama.
Good.
Okay, Obama. Thank you for that one.
I'm all about it. But yes, we can. Okay.
Yes, we. Hey, no, you can't.
Yeah, hey, we can listen. If we band together as a group of people, unified MFFLs, we can get that menu changed in there. You can get some solid food, and we can get some more entertainment going on in there.
Hey, man. Hey, that 3 for $12 is popping in the arena. Everybody's getting that 3 for $12. That's a hot item.
Man. I guess
the 3 tenders for $12 is a hot item.
You know what, man? So funny thing about that, just real quick, I asked one of the young ladies who was sitting behind me, her and her son were there, and they were eating pizza, and I said, hey, Y'all didn't want the chicken tender? She's like, God, no, those things are terrible. And so that lets me know that it's not just me. That's one thing it does let me know. It lets me know it's not just me.
Hold on. I have to ask this. What was the nationality?
Oh, she looked like me. She
Okay.
was.
Well, next time I need you to go
What?
to a Caucasian person and let them tell you how delicious those 3 for 12s are.
Well, yeah, because for whatever reason, you know, there's quite a few of them still around here. I have to be very cautious of my words. But they tend to enjoy food that's less seasoned than others. So I can definitely understand where they're coming from. But to a different set of taste buds, those chicken tenders ain't hitting no shit.
Yeah, the 3 for 12 though. Come to the game, you get that 3 for 12. Three
Yeah,
tenders for
but
$12.
$4 a tender, and
Hold
it'll be
on.
as dry and hard as you
Hold
can
on.
get.
I'll show you what they look like. Hold on. Watch this. Because up here in the suite, they gave us some of those chicken tenders. I'm gonna show the people at home what you get if you do the 3 for 12 right here. That's 3 for 12 right there.
Yeah, I feel like that's something I can make at the house, and those actually look a little better than the ones that normally come in my plate, man.
Well, the thing about these is these are cooked a little bit longer because they're in a thing all night as they're up here. Yeah,
okay.
my good friend Miss Margaret set me some aside. I told her I was coming back. She set me some of that aside real quick.
Well, that's wonderful. I think the ones that I get normally look like they just came straight out of an air fryer of some sort, and they're just not all that great.
EA says the nachos are the best.
No, those nachos are going to have me sick. In fact, guys, I probably won't show up for the show tomorrow. Those nachos are working on me right now.
Oh, no, man. Come on, man.
Those brisket nachos were god-awful, man. They were god-awful. But, at least the Mavericks
won.
won.
Which was bad, the brisket or the cheese? Which one is it?
Both. So the brisket seemed like it was undercooked. The cheese was the cheese was like a milky white, which I couldn't understand why it looked like that. It looked like they just poured a bunch of milk on top of it.
It's queso cheese.
But I guess we're coming back from the pandemic. It's going to take a little while for everybody to get their game back. So I just took an L tonight, but it is what it is.
You have promised for the people to write a letter to Mark Cuban to get this thing fixed.
Yes, sir. No. Someone is trying to get my attention about an Uber. I did not request an Uber. But when you stand out here on the corner like this, these are the type of things that happen.
Okay. Well, listen, man, I'm not going to hold the people up too much long. I just wanted to do this to test this out to see, because we're going to be there are going to be sometimes I'm going to be in the arena. And I want to see what it's going to be like being set up here in this spot right here at the F-150 to do this. So, of course, a lot of people were asking today, will we get a Mavs post-game show for this game? And I said, yes, we'll do one. And that's good. I'm glad you guys asked, because I wanted to test the equipment out here in the AAC to see if we can have a strong enough connection to do this. And it looks like we got a strong enough connection in the AAC at this current point in time. So it looks like this will be the spot. You know what? And I thought about, Billy, I'm going to move all over the arena here. I might be in the F-150. I might be on the Plaza deck. I'll be somewhere. I might be in Victory Plaza one night.
Yeah, there's all different opportunities, all different types of opportunities out here to get around and do some stuff, man. And I think it's good to have a good crowd interaction too, man. Next time I'm out here, I'm actually going to be out here with the crowd. And let's see if we can get them kind of engaged and get them talking. And, people will always want to talk about what's going on, what they just experienced. And so that'll be a good look. So we should keep it up. I definitely believe we should keep it up.
Is there not anybody walking by you right now?
No, not on this side. Now, again, I'm on the I don't know what you would consider this side here. I think this is
you're on the street headed
southeast.
Yeah, you're on the street headed back towards the freeway, 35.
Right. Yeah, as I look down that way, I can see 35 and all the traffic on it. I can see the Lexus garage right there. So we're right here at the corner of Victory and All Star.
I know exactly where you are. Well, hey, listen, man. Okay, so like I said, we just wanted to test this out and see if we could get a connection and what it's going to be like here in the AAC when we do our Mavs postgame show sometimes. But we'll definitely be in the house. I'm glad we got you out here tonight to see a Mavs game.
Yeah, sure.
Even though it's preseason.
Yeah.
Now we offered that Jabroni EA opportunity come, but he said he couldn't leave the house. So we'll
Yeah,
see.
he claimed that his leg was hurt or something. He referenced a Jurassic Park film and said that he had a limp.
He did. He
Similar to
walked in the
that, so I'm
studio
not
with a
sure what
limp.
was going on. Oh well, hopefully he can recover from that and be okay. But shout out to our guy EA, man. Hopefully he'll be out here for the next one. I can use some help out here in these streets.
Look at it. Look at this. Frosty Nuggets wants to come hang out in the F-150. Listen, let me tell you something, Frosty. There ain't nothing like the F-150. You know, hey, everything's endless in here. Beers, drinks, sodas, salads, cookies, brownies, you name it. It's unlimited in here.
Yeah, all the things that I should not have. So I'm glad to be out here. Next time I'll
Well,
just treat
just
myself to a
know
bottle of
this: that if ever we step up in the F-150, whoever's working here gets taken care of handsomely. As far as money goes, take care of them real good.
Okay, we like throw them a little something and let them know we appreciate them.
Yeah. We make sure they're well taken care of. So we'll be in studio tomorrow night for an episode of BFB, and we may be back in here on Friday. We don't know yet. We'll see. We'll see what the temperature's like on Friday.
Right.
But I had to get up early Saturday morning because I got to be at that barbershop cutting hair. Saturday morning.
Yeah.
So Clippers is a little up in the air, but we'll see. We'll play it by ear. But other than that, man, listen, man. Thank you for coming out to the game. Thank you for being out there with the people as you are starting to become the people's champion.
Yeah, I'm out here for the people, man. I don't do it for any other reason, man. We want to let the people know that we're out here. We're in the streets for them, man. We're not so unavailable to where they can't touch us, man. Sometimes you want the people to know that you're accessible.
Right,
and that's the thing.
You made that comment earlier to Brian when he asked about were you in the suite? You said no, I'm down here with the people. This.
Yeah, I'm down here engaging the people. Yes.
Yeah, and except this other guy, he's up there front running. That'd be me. I'm up here front running in the suite.
Hey man, I'm a man of the people. I got to be down here with their fans and talk to them and engage their interest in what's going on. And this is who I am, man. And I appreciate it. Appreciate the opportunity to be out here. Look forward to doing it again, man. This is out here with the people where I belong.
Yeah, man. So we'll be back tomorrow night. Hey, keep your feet on the ground. Keep reaching for the stars. Always do what's best for business. And hey, if we don't see you around, then we'll see you around.